Yes guys, good evening to all. This evening I will do another video of St. Luke's Church, which is at Brighton in St. George, starting from the top of Brighton, Upper Brighton, which is closest to Drax Hall in St. George. So this is Upper Brighton. St. Luke's Church is down here, but I will not go down there yet. I will walk back this way first. So this is Upper Brighton, and this is the route that the Drax Hall bus takes. You can see all farmland here by St. Luke's Church. So this side here is where lots of rich and high society people live. So again, I'm in the parish of St. George, which is in the center of the island. St. George and St. Thomas are the two parishes in Barbados. In the center of the island, this is the pathway to some of the homes up in here. So St. George and St. Thomas are the two parishes here in Barbados, best referred to as the heart of Barbados or the central uplands of Barbados. Straight over here we leave about Ellerton and Waverley Court in St. George. So this is St. George South that I'm in. You can see over to Boarded Hall, where the Boarded Hall Meadows and Boarded Hall Green is. Boarded Hall Green, where the new housing complex is, that have a lot of it has a pharmacy and so on over there. We can see over to Christchurch, which is to the south of the island. So this part of St. George is in close proximity to Christchurch. So this is all farmland over here. Yeah. So this is St. Luke's Anglican Church over here. So St. George, the parish of St. George was carved in between 1640 and 1641. So St. George is, St. Michael is the mother parish, and St. George was carved out of it. And St. George is an agricultural parish. And St. George is known as the breadbasket of Barbados, and it is the parish where most of the grown provisions can be sold at plantations throughout the parish. We have Brighton Plantation, which is just down below St. Luke's Church. We have Sweetvale Plantation, which is St. George North, the northern side of St. George. We have the Valley Plantation, which is just over this side, and so on. So this is the Drax Hall area. Drax Hall is in St. George. We have a Drax Hall here in Barbados as well. Here in the parish of St. George. Yeah. So this will lead back to Drax Hall, St. George, via Melbourne, and back to the St. Luke's, where the St. Luke's Girls' School was, where the skills training is now. So I'm heading down towards St. Luke's Church. So this is all farmland. So I am in the countryside, in the rural district, the rural part of Barbados. So again, for those of you who don't know, my father is from this part of St. George. For those of you who don't know, Satchmore that sings, or that used to sing, "What You Got to Give Me for Christmas," and I am a proud Barbadian, is from St. George, from this side here, this part of St. George, in the place called Ellerton, which is also nearby the St. Luke's Church. Satchmore used to write songs for Randy Allen, Carolyn Leacock, and Richard Stout, and he also used to sing with the Sand Pebbles years ago. All farmland and campground. You can see all up to the airport in Christchurch, which is to the south. Looking back up, Vauxhall and Melverton is this way, and Ellerton and the Mount and Waverley Court is this way. So this is where you can plant the canes, the potatoes, and so on. So you can see the St. George Valley. St. Luke's Church is also close in the St. George Valley. St. George Valley, the St. George Valley is over this side of St. George, which is lush and greenery. This is lush and green. This part of St. George is lush and green, with lots of green fields. So St. George South is more scenic and more green, more than St. George North. St. George North is where I always show you, with Gun Hill and Groves and Market Hill and the Glebe, and it is rather busy out that side. But this part of St. George here is rather green and beautiful and rather quiet and peaceful and serene. And back up to Upper Brighton. So St. Luke's is in a rather isolated position. As you can see, the houses in the area are far away from the church. The houses are either up in Melverton over here, or Vauxhall, or back over here in Ellerton, or the Mount. But there are no houses like by the church itself. For years this was in an isolated position, St. Luke's Church. So this is cane harvesting time. So a lot of the canes will be cut down now. All farmland. And all over here is St. George North. You can see all over Brighton, French's, and Melverton, and so on over here. This is the prayer park facility. So this is the player park facility for the children at St. Luke's Brighton Primary. And this is St. Luke's Anglican Church here, which was established in 1830. St. Luke's Anglican. Episcopal Church, which is at Brighton, St. George. Let's go to St. Luke's Church right here. St. Luke's Church here. The St. Luke's Anglican Church, which is at Brighton and St. George. And this is the statue of St. Luke, who the church is named after, patron saint of the church, St. Luke. And the statue of Archangel Raphael. And this is the south porch. And this is the former vicarage with the priest used to live. The vicarage was demolished, I think 2005 or somewhere around there. So this is St. Luke's Anglican Church once again, which was built in 1830. It's situated at Brighton in St. George, and in the churchyard you can get a good view of the St. George Valley and over to the south of the island. So as I said before, this part of St. George is close to St. Christ Church, which is to the south, and it is still close to St. Philip and St. John, which is to the east of the island. St. Luke, Church of St. Luke, in the Anglican Diocese of Barbados, and this is the church cemetery here. And this is the vicarage, where the vicarage used to be. All here is farmland and so on. You can see how things have changed in the area since my last visit in 2016. The gate now is locked, so you cannot go in the church on the church compound like before. And you can see all the farmland behind the church and all the big houses up in Brighton and in the drugstore and up in the mount as well. Thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed evening.